Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you've been enjoying our content. So today we just felt like recording, and we're here. So we're just sitting around talking. It's kind of late. We're sitting around talking about just life in general, what's going on in the world, and just things we thought we could share. So, we hope you enjoy our video. Bing, bing, ching, ching. Okay.
Time out.
Yeah. The champ is here.
Yeah. 'Cause life's crazy right now. There's all kinds of things going on.
It is interesting, right? Mm-hmm. This whole year has been filled with so much just exposure, I would say.
There's lots of memes that are like, you made it to June. Welcome to Jumanji level 6.
That is hilarious.
See what's next. Every month is something extra.
Exactly.
Something new is going on.
It's just, I think that we just need to come together as people and understand that we all are one. In the end, we are one people working together. Look, just COVID just happened, right? So it's like, you see how we all had to band together to protect each other. All people are asking for is the same decency, the same care. That's it. I mean, I know there's a lot of things that people don't see and are not exposed to, and so you just kind of like, oh, well, I've never seen it happen, or it's never happened to me, so oh well.
Doesn't directly affect you.
Yeah, and so like I get that, and I get that point of view only because you've never been you have no emotion towards it.
Yeah.
There's no feeling there, so that's why you can't grasp the concept of somebody else's anger. I think we as people, we as human beings, like feel that we expect other people to understand who we are, our values, what we stand for at face value, without even opening our mouths. That's what it boils down to. Like, you can't see beyond that moment. So once we get to that point, like not thinking that we're special, like that's like my main, it's like a big thing for me. It's like everybody thinks so highly of themselves, which they should. But in the same sense, like, you have to understand that you are nothing in the grand scheme of things. So how self-important are you?
Well, not everyone's gonna feel that.
And I know, but that's just my opinion. It's not like I can take other people's constructive criticism or just their opinion, and it doesn't matter. But in the end, through my eyes, from what I've witnessed on this earth, we just need a little bit of humility and a little bit of understanding, a little less self-importance.
But you know, that's really hard for people.
And our kids, our children.
It's hard for people.
It's learned behavior. Like, this is coming, this is stemming from families teaching their children to be great people, to be kind, to be aware, to be ready to help someone in their time of need, versus the opposite. It boils down to just those basic facts there, right? So the only thing that we can really truly do is to understand that, and understand the change starts here with you, your family, your people around you, guiding them in the right direction, doing the most that you can. Not everybody has the resources to go beyond their means and help people, but you can do it in so many different ways, just by being a human being, being kind, saying hi back to someone. That might be the biggest moment for them. You have no idea. But just thinking at that level of caring. And I know it's not easy. It's hard to see past yourself. I get it. I understand. But how do we move forward if not for you?
Yeah.
Like, I understand change is hard. Change is something that I think all of us struggle with. But you take those steps, don't you? You make an effort, don't you? So let's keep doing it. And doing it and doing it and doing it. It's just, and like, it's frustrating, the comments that you see. And I'm not really a huge social media person. I mean, I do have Facebook, I do have friends, and it's just like, there are things that, like, the hardest part about this situation for me is understanding that everybody has the right to their own opinion. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And not taking offense to what other people say because of lack of knowledge. Or we had to, life calls, and we had to get the baby together. We're getting a little deep there anyway. All right. So we're gonna have to like come back. But it is what it is. What I know, my opinion is just my opinion, but it's just how I see it. It's as simple as that. It's not simple, but it is simple. So, yeah. We were just watching Soft White Underbelly. Man, people are sleeping on that channel on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Make sure you guys go to that channel and subscribe. There's some really cool stories of people like.
Well, it's not for everybody because
gonna have to have a hard stomach.
Well, if you like, it's about a lot of people who do like drugs, and there's lots of addicts and stuff. But I know people that are previous well, they still are. Mm-hmm. That's what they say. Whatever. Yeah. Is that they don't like watching stuff like that because they have to hear about that kind of stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, I could understand that, but I'm just saying for people that do not have that level of perspective or don't have that view.
Oh no.
It's just kind of grassroots, or has like I kind of like human beings and human behavior and just understanding different walks of life. It kind of helps you.
It helps you see how you treat your kids affects them when they grow older. So like
everything that you do, all the things that you surround them with, and then just in general how
you show them
the
that's okay.
Things
they're like, well, it's okay if you did it, so I'm doing it.
And the smallest things can like make such a everlasting change. Mm-hmm. And some things are huge and they can make a small impact, but these little things are things that like make big, huge impacts on people's lives, which is nuts. Yeah. But it's just, it's so interesting.
It definitely shows how terrible the foster care system is. Oh, because majority of them that have like the worst stories, they were taken from their parents.
I just don't understand how that happens.
And then
how is it possible that here in America we're having, well, I can't even say that in lieu of like what's going on in the world. Yeah. But it's just like people, I wish, could do better. Like
people
how
in America
are these people
more willing to help people outside of America than they are themselves.
That's exactly. And I want to know how they pick these foster parents. Like how does that work?
How's the screening?
What's the screening process? Like,
well, before, if I don't know, it might not be a fact. For what I've known, is before it didn't take much for you to be a foster home for people, and a lot of people just did it for the money. It wasn't because they wanted to help these kids or any of that. It was like, oh, if I let these kids come up in here, I'm gonna get a check.
Exactly. It's just for
and that's all it is. That's all they are to them is a check, and that's why they get treated how they, But the screening process should be.
There should be a more
intense because a majority of these stories
they've all been raped or molested by their foster parents. It just is saddening. It really is. It's saddening.
There's good stories. Like our mom was adopted and stuff, so she has like a good story. But still, there's a lot that like aren't that way, and it's really sad.
Or they don't get adopted, and then they just go. They just turn 18, and then boom, you're on your own.
Yeah, and you don't.
Good luck. Good luck. How is that making them a productive member of society? How is that putting them in that position? So these are the things that need to change. Yeah. Like, it goes down to these basic necessities of us as humans, right? understanding the little things, because the little things make the biggest impact, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like us not
the thing
even
you don't
to
think
that
matters
is what
it's
matters
always
the
the thing
most.
you don't think matters.
And so it's just, but what do we do? How do we move forward? And the only way I can think of is just us starting within ourselves and working our way outwards.
Yeah.
That's all that I can see. There's nothing else that you can do. The more radical you are, that doesn't mean that it's going to make the biggest impact, because after the radicalism or ism, whatever, what's next?
Yeah.
And it's not to discount anything that's going on. That's not my intention. It's just more of a, in general, even if it's a fight over different colors.
After, like, I get the whole uproar. I get it completely.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so after you know, you don't want to be peaceful anymore. I get it. It makes sense.
I don't think I could. I
am not saying
it was
do
something
it.
that happened to my family.
I get it, but what next? Like, you can only burn down so many things.
I think it's a...
Like, I get the point of it, but then what's the next step? What is everyone going to do next? Like, everyone's in this moment, which they should be, because it's very important.
Yeah.
But people don't seem like they're seeing past that point. Like, what's
it's a
next?
Long-term
what
situation.
Are you going to do next to keep
shut
this
the
momentum?
Establishment down. But, I mean, because in my opinion, these corporations and things like that, like Target and shit, they have insurance. They just got bailed out. Okay,
no,
like,
not
they're
even
good.
about that. Forget
but it's
them
just
places.
I mean,
as the movement.
No, I understand that.
Next?
Coming together as a people, as one people. What are we going to do? What steps are we going to take going forward, moving forward from this moment? Mm-hmm. And so it can't stop. The momentum can't stop. So this is what it is.
I think that's why it always gets back to this. It's like we start back in the day, like we started and then it built up all this momentum, and then a little bit changed, and then the momentum died.
Exactly.
And so everyone got comfortable with how it was until someone else was like, well, this still ain't right.
Yeah.
Then the momentum built, but then it died down again. That's why I'm saying that's my point of what's next. You can have this high momentum now, but then what happens when that's done? Yes. What are you going to do then? Like, people need to think beyond this one moment. Because
it's more than that. It's getting involved in your community. It's investing in our children, better schools, better education, better opportunities for them, starting businesses within our families to create generational wealth. Those are the things that need to start happening. That's the only way. It's the only way. It's the only way, because you can't wait for someone to give something to you or to give you respect. Yeah. You take it. It's yours. Respect is yours. No one else can take it or give it to you. I have respect. No one can shatter that there. You know what I mean? It's up to you. It's what you're willing to sacrifice to become better. It's just sad. But we were talking. See, we kept going back. We kept going back to it. We need to quit because we can't be too serious. This is. I mean, I know YouTube is some place people go to just kind of escape. Not escape. It's not even an escape. Just for entertainment purposes. It's just like watching TV. Mm-hmm. You just want something to occupy your mind while you're doing whatever you're doing, or you just are engaged in that person. But it's only right that we take the time to kind of acknowledge it, just to understand, and then you see on our level.
But you see how much people don't understand that.
It is it's really sad.
People sideways.
Oh yeah, I see you, and it's cool, and it's cool. You have the right to your own opinion, but I have the right to not agree with your opinion or like it. Mm-hmm. So that's just it.
You can't tell me.
I've been trying to refrain from exactly how do you tell someone how they feel, and you don't even understand, and that's where it lies. It's like you don't understand it. Like I was talking about earlier, you don't understand it because you've never encountered it, but in the same sense, so you just disregard it. But, so how do they see your point or your comment or your, you know, the argument? How do you see the argument when you don't even understand the whole point of the topic? You don't understand the topic. So I take that with a grain of salt. Not that I post on social media really about anything involving my life or my viewpoints.
Well, I haven't posted anything because I don't feel like debating with nobody.
I'm not about to argue with you.
I'm not doing that because
I'm not. You wish. You wish, boo. Cheers.
My cup is ugly.
You better cheers me.
I did. I was just letting you know my cup is ugly. Simone got a fancy cup. She got the old, fancy.
Whatever, that was your choice. That had nothing to do with me.
Well, I didn't want to get a new cup.
I wouldn't have got
I wasn't trying to make dishes. Like, I got one. I'm just...
Unless one of y'all is coming to wash some of these dishes, then...
I wish they would make paper... Or not paper, but like disposable pots and pans.
No.
Like, it come in a set.
No.
They come in a set, like paper plates. But it's heat resistant. Not resistant, but you can put heat
She's
on
trying
it.
to kill the earth.
I'm not trying to kill the earth. I feel like it's 2020. And
What, you think somebody's going to make something that just poofs
you never,
in the sky?
Not poofs in the sky,
then there's
but
going to
something...
be a bigger hole in the
but
atmosphere.
Something that when you're done with it, it freaking
plan.
melts into the earth and becomes one with the grains and the soils. That's probably why. And it'll make your food...
Reach!
It'll make your food taste so good because it's supposed to be one with earth, and food is from earth and animals and all that, you know?
Yeah.
And dishes.
Okay.
Is the more
I get it.
story.
Dishes, I love a good pan. I know.
Exactly.
That's some lazy shit. I'm washing my pans. Like
I didn't say I ain't gonna wash them, just saying.
I need a good pan.
Don't act like if they made some disposable pans that were alright.
I might get it for like a party.
Get out of here.
Like if I was
like
having a big party and like I would have to clean up a lot of mess. Yeah, that would be something that I would do.
Yeah, like on
but
holidays.
Daily,
not saying daily, but like holidays.
But the different
on
types of
dishes,
pans that you use give different flavors.
Each pan's gonna have different flavors. It's gonna be from the earth.
I can't even stand you right now.
Get those paper pans.
It doesn't have to be paper though. I don't mean paper, but I feel like someone one day is gonna be smart enough to come up with a material
we're gonna hope
that
for
can be used to do stuff.
How about
like that.
we dream bigger?
I am, and you guys are trying to stifle my dreams.
Our food is just gonna be like, I'm gonna be like beep beep boop boop boop. I want this, and it's gonna be.
I don't want computer food. I want to be able to make it.
What do you think is gonna happen? Like, you gotta understand that
it's 2020. You know what they thought we was gonna be doing in the year 2000?
You don't know?
Still ain't doing it.
That's what I'm saying. But we're close.
I don't expect that. I don't feel like it's gonna happen in my life.
We're close.
How
long do you expect to live?
Old. I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna hit the.
You're not
digits.
giving us enough credit. I don't think. I really don't think so.
What do you mean I'm not giving enough credit
to like humans and their capabilities?
Humans are too busy worrying about themselves right now.
Look, worrying about what other people
and things to come up with these ideas. That's why we're so behind in our technology. We're supposed to have flying cars and all those things.
Yeah, what happened?
No.
What happened, people? What happened?
We still riding around on
because I'm not contributing to that.
And then we came out with a hoverboard that was on wheels. That's not a hoverboard. It's not hovering. It's rolling.
It's rolling on wheels.
It's rolling.
It's a scooter without the pole.
It's like, here, learn how to balance. Like,
I got a new toy. Let's just rebrand it.
It's a unicycle.
No,
they have those. Those little rolly things. It's a unicycle. That looks scary. I wouldn't do that. I don't trust machines.
No.
I don't trust it.
I really did think about. I really have been thinking about like becoming a foster parent.
Me too. I always wanted to because my mom was one.
Yeah, like I can't even believe what's going on in some people's homes. Like
that went too because everyone in America is so ready to adopt kids in other countries, but there are so many children in America in the foster thing. And they don't be wanting them because they just want to look like oh my God, I helped a third world country and I brought this little black baby or whatever. Like,
Stop.
what about the little black baby that was down the
lives
street?
down the street. That's hungry.
But then be freaking not for abortions and shit.
There's a lot. Yeah, let's not get into that topic because we'll get deep down the rabbit hole. You guys, it's a new day. It's a new day. Seriously. I hope that we can get it together one of these days and kind of just understand that in the grand scheme of things, none of you mean anything.
Okay, you can't say that though.
Why?
You can't tell people that they don't mean anything.
In the grand scheme of things, we're dust. We're nothing. We're just, I mean,
but people
it's
are
like
very,
this leaf. Like, I'm just...
People are very,
like, that's what, exactly.
I know.
Because they feel they're special.
But they should feel like they're special. You feel like you're special.
Yes, but, like, to me. To me. Like, I think I am the shiznai. Oh,
sorry, that's Scrappy.
I just quoted Scrap. Right?
Sorry, that's Scrap.
Y'all don't want it. Oh, that's the game. Y'all don't want it with the south side. Hey. Yeah, I already know. Anyway,
that's my boyfriend.
Oh. Did y'all see the drama though with the game?
You always get in trouble for doing something.
Some girl, I guess he grabbed her cooch, whatever. She's suing because like maybe he was a little aggressive, he was drunk. There's nothing that he could do.
I don't think people just walk up and grab cooch. I mean,
exactly. You don't just go like flip. I mean, she was on a show with him. Okay, so they were on a show.
Oh, is that still
together?
that?
Yeah, no. So he had it.
He already has to. He got.
And now he has to pay.
That was on. No, yeah, she's
like my thing is like, are you man? Like, not to discount.
No, you can't even say it.
I know.
Don't even say it because
I'm only saying it or thinking it because.
Don't even say it.
It's the game.
But don't even.
And like, you don't just get around the game. You don't just get.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
You know, but like these stars and stuff, these girls, they be doing the most to get back there. Do you understand? And then once you get back there, then you're gonna be like, my coochie is precious. No, it's not. It's not. You probably sucked a dick before you got back here. Don't play with me. It's not funny. My thing is like,
goodness.
it really is. It boils down to that. Like, it really takes that long. Like, it's like to get into that group of people to get invited to those places.
You gotta make it like you gotta be a whore to be.
Not all of them. It's okay. It's okay.
Some of them are, but you're implying that you basically have to be a whore to get backstage all the time. You know, some people are just great people.
Well, you can just have great conversation. You have to have great energy, blah, blah, blah. But in the end,
I feel like if I can't know. Cause
is you is or is you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't.
Well, we're going to change the subject because that's a hot topic.
Hot topic.
And you're getting reckless over there, so we're going to have to calm you down.
I mean, like, but for real.
Really don't.
Straight up, because, and he was like, in his comments, in his response, he was like, did you shave your mustache or some shit?
That's what men do.
I wasn't even looking at her. You can ask everybody in the house. She was my least favorite, blah, blah, blah. Like, that doesn't matter. Did you grab her coochie or not?
Yeah.
When women throw their coochie at you all the time like that, and the people that are in the vicinity throw it, they feel like it's okay. Because you are there. No, I'm telling you. Because these girls, the way they get back there... and I'm going to let you know. I dibble and dabble in the fine arts. But I don't care that you have money. Like, I need to know something before you can even smell it or even think about it. Like, or you'd be a thought process. Because I think the game is fine. But if I spoke to him and
He is fine.
I didn't like it, I mean, I would just be like, oh, okay. Have a good day. I'm not going back to Smash so I can be like, oh my god, homie. Girl, I just sucked this cock.
Ew.
No.
Simone.
No, I did, but seriously.
Calm down. Oh my goodness.
It's the truth, though.
That
It's
word
just-
is disgusting.
I love that word.
It's gross. I hate
It's
it.
like the best word.
It's like how you
I've
feel
ever-
about the word moist.
But I like moist, but it makes me think of certain things. So when certain people say it, I'm like,
Yeah, but that's how that word makes me
it's gross. It's gross.
It's the cack.
Cat.
Cactus.
The cat. That's what it is. The cat. Sorry. We're a little loose tonight. We
Sorry,
gotta
Mom.
have fun, you guys.
Sorry, Mom. She just.
Mom, you already know who I am. Leave me alone.
I don't know where we got her from, but that just went a whole direction.
We're just talking about...
I know.
Because I think it's cool. I mean, like, I love that hoes are out here exposing niggas. Like, you should. You shouldn't be ashamed. They want your coochie. So it's like, in the end...
I think it's funny. Yeah, I do think it's funny.
Like, people
I like
say,
when
like,
they
your
expose-
coochie doesn't have power. It really does. It really does. But, ugh. Sorry. I might do it. Might not. Never know.
Wow.
Well, not anymore. I'm held down. Okay.
That's right. She fixed it.
I fixed it. I wasn't cheating. I'm the best girl.
He seems to think so, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, like, that's all that matters. I don't care.
Yeah, you should have.
I think I'm awesome, but I'm also me.
Yeah, I know.
And so,
Want to get it.
do you want it? No. But yeah, anyways, let's get beyond that topic.
Yeah, because you're being loud.
Yeah, that was it was a little much for our young virgin ears in the corner. But,
It's his life.
yeah, that's who I am.
Life.
If you don't like that kind of, like, you just don't even click on this channel.
Yeah,
So.
she's crazy.
It's just real though, because I mean, what are you doing? What's happening? You know what you did. You know what you did last summer.
I was pregnant last summer.
So how was that childbirth?
I don't know. I got cut open.
Yeah, but you still had a baby.
No,
We
I
were
did.
talking about
It
earlier
felt,
about
like, terrible. I got sliced open. What do you mean?
right. We were talking earlier about what was it? That's terrible. I forgot that fast.
Which part?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. We were talking about as a mother. Like, I don't know whoever mother's watching and if they've ever been a mother or given birth or been pregnant. It really just takes everything out of you. Like, it's like you have to slowly come back to being a human being
Yeah, after you have
the baby. Like, you're
Because while
mentally,
you're pregnant,
physically,
your brain's
everything.
like, who is this? What
what's
am
happening?
I?
Yeah.
And why is this happening?
Yeah.
Even though it's supposed to do it, it doesn't. It's like, meh.
Like,
It's
I don't
glitchy.
like it.
That's
Yeah,
why I
it's
get-
the glitch matrix.
That's why you get pregnant brain. People don't think that shit's real.
It's real.
But it's real.
It's real.
I would get lost in mid-thought. I'd be like, I don't even know. I can't even pretend like I remember what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's really sad. It was.
It's crazy.
It's still trying to come back. You know, my brain's still
Yeah.
connecting the dots
It takes
back.
a
Like,
minute.
okay.
Like, that's one
Let's
my
turn
one
back into
suggestion
who we were.
always to new parents or mothers that are about to give birth. Like, don't lose yourself. Do not lose sight of who you are as a person, because if you do not remember that you are an individual on your own, you're not your kids. You're like another human being, right? So there's this human being, and then there's the human being that you birth. So remember that you're a separate entity. So, because if you are not straight as a human, like if your soul is not together, and like, what are you going to do for your children?
Yeah.
What are you doing for them? If you don't come back to you and solidify and make sure your foundation is
Especially
still
right
strong,
right after you have it.
like you have to, because that you'll
when
either
it's
lose,
dangerous.
because you'll drop yourself. Like you will just check out, because that's how your brain is. Like if you do not like get back on
after
track,
your hormones are all crazy. So
yeah,
they're just
like you will just fall.
whichever
like,
one you lean
I've
towards,
never
they're like,
experienced
yeah,
anything
that's
like
what
that.
we want.
Like that was like It's been almost 11 years in a month. With me?
In 2 months. My birthday's next month.
Whatever.
Calm
2
down.
months.
He's after me.
He'll be 11.
I was here
Oh
first.
my god.
I know, that's weird.
So, it's a lot.
That means Cordell was born the same year I graduated high school. That's how I know how long I've been out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he changes like age.
It's too much.
I'm like, gross.
You know, like, how did that happen?
Gross.
I'm so old.
He's gonna be taller than me by next year for sure.
Yeah, he is. It's too much. I don't know where he came from. Maybe me. No, I'm just kidding.
He did come for me. What do you mean? Maybe
He
you.
did. No, I know. I was just saying.
He definitely came for me.
I was
That's the
just
answer.
saying that he's awesome sometimes.
I know, they're all getting big.
What are we going to do with our lives? We're going to teach them better than some people are teaching their children. That's what we're going to do. Let's remember that.
Amen. Hallelujah.
That's my everyday goal.
Whatever
Praise
you need.
be.
Whatever you need.
Oh my God, what if?
Hey, there's a
It was some
Vietnamese church
Handmaid's Tale going on. Like, what if that happened? Like, what if somebody rose some, like,
No,
radical
because
rose
they're
up?
going to make us have babies, Simone. If you
No.
had kids before, you get to be the handmaiden in the middle like this.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to be a uterus.
I don't. I will fight. I'll kill myself.
That stuff's crazy.
There's no way that your old ass
Imagine being in that scenario where, like, you're basically a uterus in between. The wife is behind you and the man, and it's just happening.
No.
Even when they gave birth, did you see when they give birth?
Yes, I watched it.
And then they laid there with the lady like she just did something. Like, what?
I would have slapped that bitch right in her face.
That's crazy, Simone. We'd get shot. I ain't about to
We
be
would have
no-
been killed already.
I'm like, look.
It would have been so bad. They'd have been like, take them back. Take them back. They're
No.
crazy. I'd have killed them.
We would have been, where were they? Where they were just,
Let you try to read.
where they sent them in the first sea, where they were just digging stuff, digging rocks and stuff.
Oh,
that
the
one?
colony. The
Yeah,
colony.
That's where we would be.
Yeah, about to die because we got beat so much.
I'm like, you want me to do what?
Do you?
And then they steal your kids? Nah.
Oh yeah, like you're never getting me to shut up if you take my child. Like it's never happened. You're gonna have to kill me.
Too much.
Even if I'm.
And then when you're a
incapable.
lady, they freaking.
It's
If
too
you were a
much.
lady,
Or you work in that
you
whole
woke up
house.
the next day, you ain't had no bank account, no nothing. You were not a thing anymore.
Yep. It's crazy.
Like everything got sent to the man in your life.
Look,
Like,
but
there
that's
you go.
how-
Or got taken.
But that's how easily, if we do not take care of our people and our family members' mental stability, and just like guide them and give them knowledge and understanding going forward, we'll never, like somebody could easily come in and
Just shake things up.
shake it up,
Well,
and
already,
eventually
that's
get
what-
to the point where ooh, I
That's
dangled
what
this in your
happened
face.
already a little bit.
Oh, I know.
Somebody came in and shook things up, and now
Look at
Things
where
are-
we are.
things are crazy.
Look at where we are. So
This is America.
it is. Well, guys, you know what? We're not going to keep you too long. We do not want to take up more of your time. Spend your time with your loved ones. Those are the people who really deserve it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell. And we'll be back another time with some more content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed our video. Peace.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're crazy.
It's so fucking hot. I was like, I can't.